Yeah, that's first.
Hello, everyone. My name is Salome. I am a country ambassador of Trinidad and Awareness 360, and today we're hosting an amazing young people from all around the world to celebrate the World Youth Skill Day. Awareness 360 is continuing its Facebook Live series, and we've been featuring outstanding, talented young people from all over the world for the past entire month, and we're continuing our session once again by celebrating the World Youth Skill Day. We will wait for 30-40 minutes for you all to share our live session, because today we have an amazing guests from different parts of the world who are going to share their experience, and I'm very, very happy to be here with them. So let's take a couple of minutes, a minute, I guess, to share our Facebook Live, to tell more people to join us, to ask questions in our live comments, and then I will start moderating the session with this we will have the seventh one over here quite soon, with the 7 amazing kids from all over the world. Okay, we can take 40 or 50 minutes to share our live on Facebook, and then we can start questioning each other.
No.
Okay, before we start questioning each other, is everyone excited about today's meeting? With
yeah.
All of us together? I'm very excited to meet all of you. I was actually very nervous when I read all your bios, etc. And when I read about how successful and talented you already are, I was quite nervous. But then I realized it was a big, big pleasure for me to moderate live with you. So let's share our live on Facebook, and then we can start the session. Okay, I guess we had enough time to share our live sessions, and quite a lot of people is watching our live session on Facebook. I'm very happy and excited about this. And let's start questioning. Let's start the session. As I already said, we have 6 amazing kids over here. We will have the 7th one quite soon. In the beginning, I will just, I'm not going to introduce you guys. You're going to introduce yourselves, because I'm sure you will be like way better at this than me. So I'll just ask you very basic questions about your name, age, your country, your school, in which class you are, and about your hobbies, and about what you love your country, what you love the most in your country. So let's start with Aelita, who is very, very talented artist over here from Australia. Aelita, share some basic information about yourself. How old are you? In which class you are? Tell us a bit about your friends, about your hobby, about your country. Tell us some stuff about Australia.
Well, I started painting when I was 9 months old, and I'm 13 years old now. And well, I'm from Melbourne in Australia, and I don't really know what to say. Sorry.
You're a 5th grader, or the 6th grader. You're 13 years old, right?
Pardon?
You're a 5th grader, or in which class are you right now?
Well, I'm homeschooled now, but I would be in 7th grade.
7th grade. I'm actually quite impressed that you're 13, and your art journey started like 12 years ago, right? This is quite fascinating, but we will talk about this a lot later. Tell us something about Australia. How is everything over there right now?
I don't know really what to say. Well,
What's the weather over there? Is it? It's too hot right now, for example.
Oh,
Wait.
it's now. I mean, sorry, I can't hear everything properly. It's breaking up a bit, but well, the weather. I don't even know. It's cloudy, I think.
Okay.
Winter, cold but sunny.
Yeah, it's cold.
Okay, it's cold. Okay, thank you. Thank you for sharing this information about yourself. Okay, now let's move to Ruby. Ruby, I saw you on YouTube yesterday. I was very impressed with what you do. You're from United States, but tell us about all this stuff all by yourself. Tell us about your school, your friends, what you like about your country, and your hobby, most importantly.
Sure. Hello. My name is Robbie. I'm from Reno, Nevada in the United States. And my hobbies are I like to play golf and I like visiting national parks. Because that's one of the best parts of America, my country that I live in. And I really like how places that are like really great and need to be preserved have protections on them that like make it so you can't litter in the national parks and you can't like deface structures and things like that.
Great, thank you so much. I'm very close with natural parks as well, not of United States, but in Georgia, because I love hiking a lot. So I have like hiked and camped in like 4 or 5 national parks of Georgia. So I'm very, very close with what you do as well and what you feature on your YouTube channel. So I'm very happy to talk with you today. Let's move to Maisun. Hello. Can you unmute your microphone, please? Okay, can you hear us? Maisun, share
I can.
about yourself. Where are you now? How old are you? Tell us a bit about your friends. Are they watching you right now? And
yeah, they are.
They are. Hello,
Yeah.
Maisun.
Hi,
Great.
and it's pretty great here. And my friends, well, they're watching me right now. Well, it's on lockdown, so I guess they're pretty bored right now.
Okay. You're in well, tell us a bit about your hobby.
My hobby is crafting, reading books, and and painting.
And you make videos as well, right?
Yeah, I make videos of tutorials and traveling.
Great. I love traveling a lot too. Okay.
Me too.
Thanks a lot, Maisun. Let's move to Nicole, our TikTok star. Nicole, hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hello, Nicole.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello. Tell us about yourself. How old are you? Where do you live? Tell us a bit about your school, about your country. Nicole, can you hear? Yeah?
Okay. My name is Nicole Mkame. I come from Mombasa, Kenya. My hobby is to read books and also do TikTok sometimes and play with my siblings. And my school is called Fairfield Academy. It comes from Kembeni, Mombasa.
Yeah. Great. I actually have a lot of friends from Kenya. I met them at International Student Festival, so I'm quite familiar with the culture over there. And I love your TikTok moves and your videos, so we will talk about it a lot later. Okay?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Okay.
Great. Let's move to Ivy and Briar. Girls, hello. Can you unmute? Hi, how are you?
We're good.
Great. Girls, you're from United States, and I know that you play on the violin, but before we start talking about this, tell us a little bit about yourselves. Like, how old are you? And where do you study? Tell us about your friends, your hobbies.
My name is Ivy. I'm going into 5th grade this year. We both study at Jones Elementary where we can learn Spanish. I enjoy reading and working on saving the planet.
Great, great. Briar, what about you?
What grade are you going into?
I'm going into 2nd. My name is Briar and I'm 7 years old. And I like to read books about adventures and I like to color. And I really enjoy playing with my sister.
Great, great. Can you tell us a bit more about your hobbies? Do you have any common hobbies, by the way? Like, I think traveling and like looking for adventures is the common one.
I'm sort of have the hobby of photography.
Oh, great!
Taking photos of stuff. Like when we were in Yellowstone once, I took this picture of an elk. It's pretty cool. It's kind of hard to describe though, but like sort of in statues, you can see like there's like an animal with like one hoof up, two, and that's sort of what the elk looks like. And it's really
Wow, that's so interesting. Maybe you can show us the picture later on, like when we finish our live session. You can send it to me. I'm really interested because I'm into photography as well. In film photography, so I'll be very, very happy to see it. Okay, thanks a lot, girls. Oh, Briar, tell me about your hobbies. It's okay. Maybe later on when you start talking about violin, etc. Okay, let's move to Avilaa. Avilaa, hello. Can you hear us? Can you unmute yourself? Can you unmute the microphone? Can you hear us? Can you show thumb up if you can hear us? Hi, Avilaa. Avilaa, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you all.
Okay, how are you?
Good.
How is everything over there?
Great.
Can you tell us a bit about yourself, about your school, your country? How old are you?
I'm 12 years old. I attend Signal Hill Government Primary School.
Tell us a bit about your
hobbies. Form 1. I'm going to Form 1 after we finish a test I was supposed to do.
Okay, great. Tell us a bit about your hobbies.
I like to read, dance, and sing, and do gymnastics.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing all this with us. Now let's move to Titeba, who has a lovely crown.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Great. Titeba, tell us a bit about yourself, about your interests. How old are you? Tell us, are your friends watching you right now? And tell us a bit about your country.
Yes. My name is Tetaake. And I'm from Kiribati.
Okay. Is this crown from Kiribati?
Yes.
Great. I love
I'm
it.
in New Zealand. And I'm in New Zealand.
Okay. I have friends from New Zealand as well. Tell us a bit about your hobbies.
My hobby is dancing and singing.
Okay, great. Thank you all for sharing all this with us. Now I will ask you some specific questions about your interests, etc. And I will start with Elita. Elita, can you hear us? Great, great. Elita, I know that you've been titled as Mini Picasso, right?
Yeah.
You're 13 years old, and as you said, you painting already for 12 years, and this is like truly fascinating. And can you tell us a bit about your art journey, like how it all started, how it's like continued, like what was this whole journey like, briefly?
Well, it was amazing because I started painting when I was 9 months old, and I had my first exhibition. It was a solo show in Melbourne when I was 2. Wait, did I say that? Sorry.
Yes.
And then I had a sellout show in New York when I was 4 years old. Then when I was 9 in Russia, I had an exhibition in a museum, a Russian museum, and that was really amazing.
Great. I will ask you specifically about this, like when we go to our second round of the questions. But I'm truly very like amazed of like I went through your artwork, and I'm truly amazed with like what you did and what you do. So great. Like that's truly amazing to have your first exhibition at the age of 2, right? that was quite exciting, I guess. Okay, thank you so much, Elita. Now let's move to Robbie. Robbie, hi. You can hear us well, right?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Robbie, I saw your YouTube video where you talk about Kids Speaks for where you talk for Kids Speak for Parks. Tell us a bit about your journey, which led you to advocacy. Journey, like to what you do on your YouTube channel, etc. Tell us a bit more about this.
Sorry, is it if you repeat like the first bit of the question? I really was cutting out, so I couldn't hear you.
Okay. So I'm just asking you, like, how it's you are leading Kids Speak for Parks. So tell us a bit about how it started, like what led you to get involved in all this.
Okay, cool. How I started Kids Speak for Parks is back when I was about 9. I was traveling around the West Coast, visiting tons of national parks, and I really realized the importance of these amazing places. And when I heard that President Trump was trying to downsize and cut the protections on the natural monuments, I decided to start raising awareness for the preservation of them because I really enjoy visiting them, and it would be a shame if other kids wouldn't have the opportunity to do the same things that I did and have fun in the national parks. So I started a Facebook page, a YouTube channel. I attended conventions and gave speeches and things like that, all for the purpose of restoring the protections of our national parks and monuments. And I've worked with the marine national parks with a summer camp called Ocean Heroes Boot Camp. It's super cool. It's kind of like a class on how you can make your own campaigns to make a difference.
That's great. I fully support what you do, and I fully support the main idea of why you started like this whole campaign. Thank you for sharing all that with us. Now let's move to Maisun. Maisun, you can hear me well, right? So
yeah, I can hear you.
Great. I know that you make videos. I make videos too.
Yeah.
And what kind of videos do you make? Tell us a bit more about this. Like, and why do you make them? What do you enjoy, like in the process of making videos?
Well, I read in a Bangla medium school, and most of the kids there, like 90% kids, are really shy of speaking English. So I made it, and I thought that why not they can make it. So I made videos of tutorials so they can learn.
Great, great. And I want to like say that you speak amazing English with a great accent, maybe better English than I do. So that's great. And I will definitely like I saw a few of your videos, and I will see more as well. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now let's move to. Thank you. Now let's move to Nicole, our TikTok star. Hello, Nicole. You can hear me well, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell us a bit more about TikTok. I do not have TikTok application, but I know like some of my friends do. And I had a lot of fun always when they send me some TikTok videos. But what videos do you make, like exactly? Do you have your TikTok moves, or are these like dance videos? What are they like?
Funny ones.
Mm-hmm.
I started making TikTok videos to join the fun because most kids our age are doing it.
Okay, great. So you're mostly making fun videos, right?
Yes. Great.
Can you give us some tips about TikTok, or any advice, or maybe recommend me like how to make my videos on TikTok if I download the application?
Okay. You just have to follow people and like them so that you can get more followers and likes.
Mm-hmm.
And be creative.
Okay. Do you have many followers and many likes?
No.
But when I download the application, I will for sure follow you on TikTok, and I will see all your TikTok videos, funny videos. Okay, thank you, Nicole, for sharing all that with us. Now let's move to Ivy and Briar. Girls, you've been waiting for a while. So, girls, tell us about this. Since when you started learning violin? This is very interesting, right? Because I play on the piano as well, not on the violin, but this is like a very interesting topic for me. And what do you what's so attractive in it for both of you? Why do you like it so much?
So starting off, I started playing violin when I was 3.
Okay.
And the thing about violin is that I just really like how, like, unlike piano, there's like no chords, but there's a lot of different ways that you can make like bowing changes, and you can play on one string but make it sound like it's on another string.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that about violins. And I also like how you can play in just so many keys. And something that I taught myself, I think, a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, was I taught myself the piano.
Okay.
So I don't really do chords. Like on 1 or 2 songs I do chords, but otherwise, not so much. I also started when I was 3. And I really like playing the violin because I really like putting music into the world and making it a happy place.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be frustrating, but once you get the hang of it, it can be pretty fun.
Okay, great. Girls, thanks a lot for sharing all that with us. When I started playing on the instruments, specifically on the piano, I had so many difficulties because I was not as talented as you are, and then I just gave up. But sometimes I still play for fun. But I'm really like happy about to hear why you're so passionate about playing on the violin. Thank you. And now let's move to Avilaa. Avilaa, can you hear us? Can you unmute your microphone?
Yes, I could hear you all.
Okay. So I know that you're a great netballer. And you play in the wing attack position of your school, right? Tell us a bit more about this. What do you like
Yes, I play
the
with
most
defense.
about the sport? What do you like the most about the sport?
Well, you get to meet new schools and new children sometimes.
Yeah.
And we get to play against each other. We get to play against each other to go to finals.
Okay. When did you start playing the netball?
In standard 4.
What is it?
I started playing standard 4. In standard 4, I started playing netball.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Okay.
And now let's move to Teba.
Hi.
Hello again. Hi. Okay, Titeba, you're quite famous with your voice acting skills, right?
Yes.
And we know that you did voice acting for a cartoon character in Kiribati language very recently. How was the experience? Like, how did you like it? Tell us a bit more about this.
One of a boy came to my house.
Okay.
To record my voice so I can be on the
cartoon?
Put on a cartoon to teach children and me for Kiribati language.
Okay.
My cartoon is called Melody, also on YouTube.
Very interesting and very successful story, I guess. Thank you very much for sharing that. I will get back to you with another question on our second round. And now, thanks for answering all these questions, guys. And now let's move to Elita again. Elita, you mentioned the exhibition in Melbourne when you were 2 and when you were 4 exhibition in New York. This is quite fascinating. But you had another exhibition in the Russian Academy of Fine Arts in the museum in Russia in 2016. Tell us a bit more about this. That was exciting, I guess. And additionally, you were already grown and you could feel and experience all by yourself. Tell us a bit more about this.
Well, it was my first time in Russia, and it was really amazing because I think it looked so beautiful everywhere. And at the exhibition, I was also playing on my sand paintings, and I have violins on a lot of my paintings. So I was playing the violin and also touch paintings. So when you touch the painting, it makes sound. So that was really amazing.
Wow. Wow, I would love to see. I've never heard about anything like that, but I would really love to see that. But that's for how long? Were you in Russia for the exhibition?
Was it 2 months? 2 months.
2 months. Wow, that's quite a long time. Great, great. Thank you very much for sharing that. And in general, you had 3 exhibitions in Melbourne, New York, and was the exhibition in Moscow or in which city in Russia? St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg. Okay. Great. So you've had your exhibitions in 3 major cities, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Great. Wow. This is like such a huge success, if you ask me, and I'm very, very happy for you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now let's move to Robbie. Robbie, I know that you have your own channel on Disney, and you have an episode of Marvel's Hero Project, Roving Ruby, which is now streaming on Disney, right?
Yes.
how was the experience like? And how was it all? And what was your friend's reaction, for example? Like,
it was just an amazing experience. It was, I think, the best part of filming that was meeting all the amazing, inspiring other heroes. Like, there's so many cool projects that they're all working on. And I really enjoyed being able to go to Hawaii for the filming of the video. Because that's where I used to live, and I got to show the producers just what was amazing about Hawaii. And I went to a couple schools for the process of filming it.
Okay.
I had a lot of fun speaking to them about the importance of the national parks. And I filmed some videos for my Facebook and my YouTube as part of the project. So that was just a whole lot of fun. And I think the best part about it, or another amazing part about it, was that a bunch of people who normally wouldn't see my videos and wouldn't normally be affected by my like advocacy, a whole different audience was able to appreciate the work that I'm doing for the national parks.
Great, great. I'm really, really happy. Yeah, it's this two activities pretty much complemented each other, right? So I'm very impressed with what you did, and thank you for sharing that with us. Let's move to Maisun. Maisun, I know that you love traveling, and I love traveling a lot as well. And I know that you have like one of your favorite cities in Phuket in Thailand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So today in this live session, we're like people from 5 different continents, as we all can see. So if you want to invite your friend from today's live show to your home country, for example, me or Nicole, what would you? How would you interest us in it? Like, what would we see if we visit it?
To go to Phuket, right?
Yes, yes.
So I would tell that they have a really cool beach there and really cool hotels, and it's super beautiful. And when there's like a type of event, they like decorate the whole city with so many lights, and it's super cute. And there are a lot of gift shops, and you can shop there for so cheap, low price, and it's so good there, and it's super good to shop there. And the beach is amazing. The water is so clear. That's why I like it.
Oh, that's great. I liked the beach and the water part, and the gift stores. I would buy a lot of souvenirs for my parents and friends.
I did buy a lot of souvenirs, like a lot.
Great, great. So whenever I have a time and whenever the lockdown is over and the COVID-19 is over, I will definitely consider visiting the place.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing all that with us. Now let's move to Nicole, our TikTok star. Nicole, I know that you make TikTok videos, funny TikTok videos, but I know that you're a great swimmer as well. And once again, I'm very happy with that because I've been swimming in sports team in my hometown as well for 5 years. So tell us a bit more about this. Like, how often do you practice? Where do you practice, etc.? How is this whole experience, and why do you love doing that so much?
I love it so much because it's fun, and I usually do it at the sitting room. And
yes,
I go for swimming on Mondays.
Okay.
And I like swimming in the deep.
So for how long have you been swimming so far? For how long have you been swimming so far? For a year, 2 years, 3 years?
4 years.
4 years? Wow, that's impressive. Great. I wish you success in your swimming practices and in your TikTok videos as well. And thank you for sharing that with us. Now let's move to Ivy and Briar again, girls. I know that you speak fluent in Spanish, and I actually know one phrase in Spanish. It's like es un hermoso día. Because when I was studying in my university abroad, I've had a Spanish roommate, so I learned some Spanish phrases. But you're going to travel to Spanish-speaking countries after the pandemic is over. I have a lot of traveling plans after the pandemic is over as well. So can you tell us a bit, first of all, about your future plans to travel in Spanish-speaking countries, and later on maybe you can teach us some words in Spanish? Like, you can be way better teachers than I am with my 1 or 2 words in Spanish. So tell us a bit more about this.
One of our big plans for when the pandemic's over is traveling to Puerto Rico. I'm really excited about that because I think I've had 2 teachers from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
And the thing about my school is that most of the teachers are all from different places that speak Spanish.
Okay.
Like my 2nd grade teacher, Señor Serrano.
Okay.
He was from Honduras.
That's very interesting. Briar, can you teach us a few Spanish words?
There is this one, ¿Cómo estás?, which is how are you, which I think is a really important sentence that you need to know.
Yeah. What else? How do I say I'm great? I'm great. How do I say that? Stop. Sto bene, grazie, right? Or something, or I'm
bueno.
What is it?
Yo estoy bueno.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thanks a lot, girls, for teaching us some Spanish words and for sharing your future traveling plans with us. And I wish you all the best of luck in your future traveling. Now let's move to Avilaa. Avilaa, tell us a bit more about Caribbean culture, because I do not have a lot of information about this. So I would really, really love to hear a bit more from you. And I know that you're a proud Caribbean. Tell us a bit more about this.
I like to go to the beaches because and you have turtle sighting where you could watch the turtles some nights.
Okay.
We have carnival.
What is the carnival like? For how long does it go? And what is it like? Okay.
It's fun and colorful because people wear costumes, and sometimes schools participate in Kids Carnival.
Wow, interesting. I would love to attend the carnival one day. So that may be an amazing chance for me to visit you over there. Can you tell us a bit more about the culture? What do you like the most in it, other than carnival? Okay.
Food.
What is the food like? Okay.
And the music. The food flavorful, it tastes good. We mix different things together.
What are the main ingredients? For example, in Georgia, we always use a lot of cheese in everything, I guess. What do you use the most?
Green seasoning or any type of seasoning and pepper.
Interesting. I would love to taste some one day. Thank you so much for sharing all that with us. And now let's move to Titeba, who've been waiting for us for quite a long. Titeba, now you should, since Avilaa shared information about Caribbean culture, now it's your turn to share some information about Kiribati culture. what do you love the most about this? What is so interesting about this culture? I most importantly, I love the this beautiful how do I say that, crown on your head. Tell us a bit more about the culture.
Thank you.
Welcome. Tell us a bit more about the culture. What do you like in it the most?
It's beautiful and they're friendly and they're nice to me.
Great, great. And so yeah, that's very interesting. Anything else about you want to share about the food, or are there any special events like carnivals, like Avilaa shared? Anything you like the most? Anything that's like very interesting for you?
I was dancing.
Okay.
With my crown over here, and I was singing.
Great, great. That's lovely. And can you teach us a few Kiribati words, as the girls taught us some Spanish words? Can you teach us like one Kiribati word, like how they say hello, for example?
So Melody means hello.
Maudi means hello.
Melody.
Maudi. Okay.
Melody.
Ah, Mauni. Okay, okay.
Melody.
Okay, Maori. Oh, okay, finally. Thank you. But it's quite hard but it's actually harder in Georgian, because when we say hello in Georgian, we say kamar joba. It's quite hard to pronounce for some. But thank you for sharing that with us. That was very, very interesting.
You're welcome.
Let's thank you all for sharing all that with us. Now let's talk about generally how you spent your lockdown. I know that schools are closed in most of the countries. My university is closed in Georgia, and I've been in my hometown for 4 months already. And I started doing all the different stuff. For example, I've never tried like painting, and I started painting. And I'm very not talented painter, but I'm really proud that I found something very exciting to do during my free time in my hometown. So how did you spend your lockdown? Did you find any new interesting things in your home? Like how did it go, and how is it going so far? Elita, will you start? How was your lockdown experience?
Oh, it's actually really good because I can do a lot of different things. I can spend time with my dog, I can study, and I can paint and draw a lot. So it's really great, actually.
Great, great. So you're dedicating much more time to drawing and studying, as I can, and playing with your dog, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Robbie, share your lockdown experience with us. How is it going so far?
For me, it's going great because I'm having a lot of spare time on my hands. Mm-hmm. So I've been taking classes at University of Nevada, Reno, and they're online classes. So I've taken a math class, and I've taken coastal ecosystems, which is you probably don't know about it because it's not a big class, but it's a lot of fun, and I took it online.
So you're taking university online classes, as I can understand, right?
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting, and I'm sure it develops you a lot intellectually in this specific field of studies. Do you like math? Do you love math?
I've been also picking up trash around my neighborhood because this might kind of sound silly, but there's an app. It's called Litter. It basically collects data on the pieces of litter that you picked up, so you can take it back to companies and hold them accountable for their like litter that ends up in just national parks and places like that. And as a part of the app, I've picked up 2,743 pieces.
Wow, that's impressive. What you're doing, really. And you're pretty much using this time of lockdown quite well, I would say. Thank you for sharing that with us. So now, Maisun, please share your lockdown experience with us. How has it been so far?
Yeah, it's good. I've experienced a lot of things at home since I have so much spare time on my hands. I usually read books, do my homework like online class.
Okay.
I read Harry Potter and one of the first series, and I play with my Barbies and do crafting and stuff.
Great, great. You're doing a lot of stuff at home, right?
Yeah, and also I make some videos for my YouTube channel, of course.
Great, great, great. I subscribed you yesterday.
Oh, thanks.
Do you still have online classes, or is school over already, or do you still take online classes by now?
No, I still take online classes because it's still not open.
Okay. Okay, but when will the summer holiday starts over there?
I don't. At summer holidays, it usually starts on like after an exam, like for 1 month.
Okay.
So usually 3 months to say that.
Okay, okay. I wish you the best of luck in your exam.
Thanks.
Welcome. Nicole, share a bit about your experience. How you've been going through all this stuff like for the past few months.
Okay. I usually wake up at 8 to do my online classes.
Okay.
And after finished, I play with my siblings or do TikTok or play with my Barbie dolls or play games with my phone.
Great, great. You've been quite productive during lockdown as well. Thank you, Nicole, for sharing all that with us. Now let's move to Ivy and Briar. Girls, how do you spend your lockdown? What's changed? Are you taking online classes? Like, how is it all going so far?
Well, quarantine in the beginning was really tricky for us because online school, it was pretty frustrating. And like some days you would only have like 1 or 2 assignments to do, and some days you would have like 40 bajillion to do. And you couldn't do those on the days when you had most of the free time. You had to do it on the exact day it came out. But the really nice thing was that you didn't have to stay in school for 7 hours, and you could start doing it whenever you wanted. And for me, it only took about 1 hour, but for
Briar, what about you?
Oh, it drives me nuts. So it has been really hard, and
okay.
What's been good about it? Talking to friends?
What I really like is
do you miss your friends? Do you miss your friends? Yeah, I miss my friends a lot too. But so as I can understand, you girls do not really like the online style of studying, right? Or so. It has either disadvantages and advantages, right? Okay. Thanks a lot for sharing your experience. Now let's move to Avilaa. Avilaa, how do you like? How was it all so far? Do you have online classes as well? How is it all going? What was your experience?
Yeah, I have online classes. I have online classes.
Okay.
Sometimes it's fun. Sometimes it's sad because during April we're supposed to complete an exam, and because of COVID we can't do that anymore.
Okay.
And I was excited for it, but now I don't want to do the exam.
When do you have next exam?
Well, we're doing it in August.
Okay. Okay. That would be way better to do it in April, I guess. But COVID changed a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Do you miss your friends at school?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all miss our friends, I guess. But we will see them soon, I hope. We all hope that we'll see them soon. Okay, thanks a lot, Avilaa. And now Titeba with this lovely crown. How was your experience so far?
It's good.
Okay. What were you doing, like, at home?
So during the lockdown, my family and I we did our activity
Okay.
and home learning, church service on Zoom.
Okay. Interesting.
I am very enjoyed staying with my happy family.
Great, great. That's lovely. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now we're going to wrap up our discussion. So let's move to the last question. I want to ask all of you to share something, to tell something specific to your peers, any message, because you're quite successful in your field, right? A lot of people know you. You all are very talented in what you're doing. So maybe you have some message to share with your peers, to tell something to your friends, etc. So Elita, let's start with you. What would you tell kids who are interested in art and painting, etc.? Because you're quite successful in it, right?
Well, I would tell everyone to break all the rules they can and always try to find something new that you want to do. Try everything and try to go on an adventure and make your life exciting.
Thank you so much. That's an inspiring message for everyone. Ruby, tell us something. Like, tell your friends, give us a message, please.
What is it? I'm really breaking up right now. But can you say?
Ruby, I want you to tell something to your peers. Anything? You're very pretty much involved in ecology, etc. So, do you have any message you want to share with your friends? Anything like any specific motto? Anything?
Not really having to do with like national parks and things like that. But what I would say is that since I've been doing this for a long time and I really just started to it really like picks up and get better, is you should never be afraid to keep going and don't give up on your project if it's not successful at the start.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Maisun, what would you like to tell your peers? What would you like to tell your friends? For example, about the videos you make, which are quite inspiring, especially about learning a new language. What would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them especially to keep up their confidence and learn something their way. Nothing more like boring stuff. Do your job and always be confident of anything. If I can, you guys can always, and you can learn English really nicely. And that's all I will say, and keep up the confidence.
Great, great. Thanks a lot for sharing that with us. That was quite inspiring. Nicole, tell us, say something to your peers, your friends who are interested in TikTok and swimming as well. What would you tell them?
I'd like to tell my friends not to give up yet. We shall overcome this and go back to our normal lives.
Yep.
And it's creative. Let's use this time to create our most.
Great, great. That's actually a great message, to use this time to improve yourself, to find new interests, etc. So thank you for sharing that with us. As for Ivy and Briar, I see only Ivy over there. Ivy, what would you share with your friends, your peers? about violin and about learning Spanish, traveling, anything? What would you share with them?
Well, I think that if you don't already, I think you should just start playing an instrument, because instruments can really help you let out your feelings, and it can boost your creativity by writing your own songs.
Okay.
And it's just really nice to be able to play. Like, if you hear somebody say, like, I love this song, it's so awesome, and then if you were able to play it, it just makes you feel really good.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Briar, what would you share with your friends? The same. The same as well, I guess. Thank you for sharing that with us, girls. Avilaa, what would you share with your peers, with people who are interested in netball, as a great netballer?
To have fun on the courts.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say.
Okay, I think it was like very strong and clear message, like fitting few words. So thanks a lot for sharing that with us. And Titeba, what would you tell your peers, especially in this lockdown? What would be your message to your friends who are watching you? Anything about your experience as a acting for a cartoon character? Anything, like, what would you share with them?
I love this time to meet you all, and stay safe. Support means by God, and God bless.
Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was very inspiring. And I'm very, very happy to be here with all of you as well. I'm on the main screen. That was the end of our live session. Once again, Awareness 360 is launching its live sessions for the past entire months, which has been amazing so far. And we will keep doing our amazing work by inviting different talented people from all around the world. And today we've been celebrating the World Youth Skill Day by interviewing the 7-8 amazing kids from different parts of the world. So thank you, guys. Thank you all very much for being here. It was my pleasure to moderate the session. I'm really inspired by you, and I know that a lot of people are inspired with what you do, especially after this live session, right? Because we have quite a lot of people watching us on Facebook Live show. So thank you all for being here. I wish you the best of luck and success in the future.
Thank you.
Awareness 360 live session, and we will meet each other in the next live session. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.